Awesome. Amazing. Radio. Sending out that. Hello, hello, everyone. Just checking on my phone if I am live. Yep, seems to be working. Hello, hello, everyone. What's happening? What's happening? Today, we are going to talk about chatbots for online course creators, or in general, if you're a marketer and you want to use ManyChat. This is going to be very insightful, quick little chat. So I'm just going to wait for a few peeps to jump on. Say hi, don't be shy. Let me know who's here. I just see the first people coming on. Give me a hashtag your city. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And maybe what time it is for you. That would be good to know as well. Who is with me? Peeps. What's been happening? What a week. What a week. I've been blown away by how many people have actually watched the replays who've actually never showed up for the lives, which is fine. That's why I always ask for where's your location. So hi, Edward. All right, peeps, I've got some viewers here. Say hi, don't be shy. It's fine, it's okay to say hi. And let me check the broadcast. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so that has been sent out, which is awesome. In batches, so it takes some time as well. Ooh. All right, all right, all right. So, yes, Alicia, nice to have you back. Yes, this is live. How is it going over there? Did you finish? Did you finish all the lessons? Still up. The lessons are still up for those who attended the 5-day challenge in this group. You've got the link. You've got exactly 4 hours left until I take it all down. And also the bonuses are disappearing for everyone who was going to apply for the mastermind, which starts 1st of November, which is the Course Creator Mastermind. You can check it out. Ed can drop the link in the description below. I'm so grateful for this man. And by the way, everyone is jumping in new. I've been blocked by Facebook to do pretty much everything. So I will be out of Facebook jail officially tomorrow, and you will see my name popping up again everywhere, hopefully. And yeah, without further ado, I would like to introduce our guest speaker for today, because today we have an expert speaker in who is talking about ManyChat, which is the tool with, which is the chat tool which works with Facebook, where you have probably received one or the other message from me. Alicia says, okay, I've been traveling and I'm jet lagged. Yes, I've completed it all. Thank you. Loved your challenge. That's good news. Amazing. Where are you now, Alicia? All right, so today's guest is John Preston. He's originally from a multi-million-pound branded sales and marketing background to a gym owner and successful online coach. John is now the go-to expert for messenger marketing, lead gen funnels, and social media automation within the network marketing and coaching niches. He's based in the UK in Manchester, to be specific. He runs a superstar bot limited agency and was one of the first worldwide to be recognized with the ManyChat messenger marketing expert accreditation. John regularly consults with ManyChat development team themselves and even with the Facebook Messenger developers regarding platform development and business usage. And in today's session, we will cover how you can avoid the biggest mistake that's causing everyone's chatbots to fail right now, as well as creating engaging conversational chats that convert, and the easiest ways to build your list inside of ManyChat. Welcome, 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 John.
Thank you so much, Tina. Hi, thanks for having me here. Hi to everyone who's watching and watching on replay maybe later on.
Yeah, for those who are giving us, who are watching the live, give us a hashtag live. Hi, Aripa, nice to have you here. For those who are watching the replay, give us a hashtag replay. And if you've got some questions for John, just drop them in the comments below and we will address them as we go, I guess.
Yep.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome. So the floor is all yours.
Okay, so yeah, where should we start? Let's start with what I'm seeing everybody doing wrong right now and getting into all kinds of trouble. You started this off saying, yeah, I'm in Facebook jail. Literally, the amount of pages that are getting restricted right now is insane. Facebook they've really got it on them to actually start, taking action against people. And I know you've had issues with this because we've discussed this anyway, but they are restricting people from using Messenger because people are getting it wrong in the first place. So Facebook is super touchy about this at the moment. And it's important that if you're going to start getting involved with messenger marketing, which you totally should be, because the engagement rates are absolutely massive. So it should be such a key part of your marketing toolbox to automate your process and save yourself time and engage your audience. You should be using it. And especially when we start talking WhatsApp and Instagram are going to be involved in all this as well very, very soon. So you're missing out if you're not. But you can get into trouble so easily. And it all comes from not planning in the first place. So there is something called the 24-hour rule, which applies to ManyChat or any app, which is an automation within Facebook. And Facebook have given us 24 hours where we can legitimately go back and message somebody from the last time they engaged with our page, our messenger. So if they sent a message or clicked a button, which has got a text response or something like that. So 24 hours from that engagement where you can go back to somebody with a promotional or non-promotional message or anything you like within reason. Not anything you like, but you know what I mean. So people are getting these massive subscriber lists, and then you see it all the time in the various communities I'm in. I've got 40,000 subscribers. How do I message them? It's too late. If you've not actually thought of this beforehand, then you're in trouble. And literally, I'm working with a page at the moment, and this person who's a very, very, very well-known coach, 2 million followers on the page, really engaged page, 46,000 people in ManyChat, and of those people, he could legitimately message 20 of them, not 20,000 of them, 20. So because it just wasn't planned out at all. So when we first get into building, so let's take a 5-day challenge, for example. You're getting people opting in, and all we need to do is get people to opt in and give us permission to go back to them when the challenge starts. And we'll use, I won't go into a load of depth with this. We have recorded something separately, which goes into more depth, which is, I don't know exactly where Tina's putting that within her training, but it goes into more depth as to how to do this. But we can use one specific tag to actually go back to people outside of that 24 hours, whenever we like. So our objective is just to get that. And then once you've got it, you've got to keep that engagement rolling. So keep the conversation going, keep people engaging. So that 24-hour window keeps open, stays open. They keep on engaging. And so that's basically it. That's the big mistake that people are doing. And this is even catching out experienced bot builders, because Facebook have been letting people get away with it. So people who've been using specific things with their challenges for the last 6 months, all of a sudden, my page has been restricted. So it's really key now that you just ensure that you're sticking by Facebook rules. It's super effective, but you've got to be thinking it through in the first place. Every single message you send should be, how am I going to get someone to respond to the next message. And that's real. That's the kind of key thing that you need to understand when we first start building these systems for you.
Yeah, so guys, if you've received messages from me over the past week, you noticed that I always ask annoying questions before I drop a link or anything like that, right? I always try to get you to take an action, like, hey, and I specifically pointed it out to you guys as well. I said something like, you know, update for day number 3 or something, and then please click yes below if you want more, if you want the new information. And then you click yes, and then the new information comes. And that yes click, that's what John is talking about right now. If you didn't click that yes, my bot did not send you the information because it's just not allowed to do so anymore.
That's exactly it. So yeah, you guys will have received those messages, and it would have been the easy option just to say, here's a link to me going live. Here's a link where you can download today's workbook. But that isn't engagement. So a link click to somewhere outside of Messenger doesn't count as engagement. So what Tina's done every day is get you to perform an action which counts as engagement. And that way, everything, every single day of that, really valuable, awesome content that's going to help you take part and make a difference during that challenge can be delivered. Also, it actually helps your audience to stay engaged. So if people are taking action every single day, they're getting involved every day, it's harder to kind of ignore it. An email can be easily ignored, or a Facebook post, that won't be shown to all of your audience. But if people are staying engaged every single day, then that they will be more. You've got more chance of them actually staying till day 5. And then taking the next step and actually seeing success with it.
Arepa says the bot doesn't work from Facebook or Messenger Lite, Tina. It happened to me the first day.
Yeah, they don't. Messenger Lite is quite restricted.
That's why it's Lite.
Yeah.
That's the Lite version, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be going away as well. Messenger Lite. I think.
Can you talk a little bit about the difference between chatbots and email and open rates and things like that, so people really understand how powerful this tool actually is? Many people may think right now, oh my God, it's so much work to set it up, to keep it going and so on. But maybe you can emphasize a little bit on like how much is actually worth doing it.
Yeah, so I tend to always do a short presentation with this. And one of the key takeaways is that people always prefer to engage with a business the way that they're already engaging and communicating with each other. So if you think back to when email marketing first came out, I don't know what year that was, but businesses were communicating with each other. They were communicating with customers to maybe say, here's an order confirmation, and people were emailing each other. But then marketers got hold of it. And that was crazily effective because that was just something new and people were already there and they didn't need to download anything or do anything. They were digitally already there. And it's the same now with Messenger, in the fact that there's 10 billion messages a day being sent through that and WhatsApp and those sort of platforms. So people are used to it. They're already there and nobody ignores that red dot on the phone. So whereas an email list right now, a really, really good email list would probably have, 20% open rate? I don't know what yours is, Tina, but I would say a really good list would be about 20% open rate. The guys that I know that have got 70, 80,000 on the email list, 2% open rate. Of those that open it, you would see perhaps 20% click the call to action. Again, if it's a compelling call to action, about 20%. So that's best case, 20% of the 20% are going to click through. Now, messenger marketing, again, it's got to be the right message, but we would expect to see that it would be delivered to 99.9% of people. It would be opened by 90+% of people, and the click-throughs, depending on what the call to action is, would be anywhere between 70 to 95, 100% click-through. So if you imagine your email list had that sort of open rate, it's insane. It's huge. But that doesn't mean don't do email marketing. The key is have as many touch points as possible. So if your page got shut down, Facebook is in control of that. They're not in control of your email list. So do both. Definitely do both. But don't think that what you send in an email can be sent in a bot message, because you could have a few paragraphs in an email, and people, when they first start this, go, well, I've got this great kind of soap opera sequence or email list or whatever, or some great emails that work well, and they just put all of that text into a bot message, and it's awful. It's just a really bad experience for the user. So when we create these sort of things, we can take the same message, but we need to split it up into a chat style message. So the way you wouldn't text somebody 4 or 5 paragraphs of text, you would send them one, and then you'd get them to press a button and then another bit of text, or really split it up so it's easy to read and a good user experience, to put images into it and GIFs into it and a bit of humor into it and some personality into it. And a really good example of this, it's not an email, but it's actually, I was speaking to the person who does Russell Brunson's webinars, but brought that into Messenger. And instead of going to a landing page and doing an hour's webinar, they split it up into 10-minute sequences where it's 10 minutes. Would you like the next bit in the Messenger? They click yes. And actually, the amount of people that stayed to the end of the webinar increased by 20% by splitting it up into separate steps. And that's what you would do with your message. So if you've got a really good email, don't put exactly that into your copy. Make it conversational, ask questions, get people to say they want to take the next step. And that will convert incredibly well for you.
Amazing. I'm not sure if I understood this right. Did they split up the webinar into different pieces in 10 minutes? And then after they got interesting.
Yeah, they just split it down. And of course, people can watch it in their own time, because Facebook now, Facebook are all about user experience. So they like it. Instead of one-to-many marketing, everybody gets this, broadcasts and send this out to 10,000 people. They want one-to-one marketing. So actually, you can send people down their own little marketing journey or their own path, or use what's called conditional logic. So if somebody answers this, then send that. So you can send the right message to the right person at the right time, and somebody could actually watch an hour's webinar over the space of a day in 10-minute blocks when they want to. If they're busy, and have you got time to sit and watch an hour's webinar? I probably haven't. So if I could just go, okay, I've got 10 minutes, I'm going to watch the next bit. People are getting to the end of the webinar, but they're doing it at their pace.
Yeah, amazing. I just wonder about the entire story frame, the entire framework, right? Which is so important to follow during the webinar. Like, how do you keep up that excitement, and how do you keep up the whole thing? So, but if you say 20% increase by the sales, actual conversion.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. So peeps, can you see the power of chatbots here? Rosie said,
it's not the only thing you should be doing. It should just be part of your marketing toolbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You should never rely on just only one tool, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Rosie says, what would you say to someone who says that chatbots are an impersonal way to market your brand, and that people do not like to engage with a bot?
That's probably quite a good comment, and that's why if you're building this for yourself, it's quite a good idea often to say this is a bot at the start of it. Tell people what it is and why you're doing it, and that it's to save them time, to give them the information. We're going to deliver this in an automated way. But you've got a chance to put an absolute ton of personality into this. It doesn't have to be a landing page, which is kind of safe. Put some funny GIFs in there, put a video of yourself in there, make it a great user experience. And a lot of people do want they kind of do want that one click fast. I don't want to have to sit through or go through a whole sales page or a whole thing and find the information I want. I want it now. One click society. I want this now.
Yeah.
So they have the ability to do that. So it can be really impersonal. I've never, there are some people who don't like to engage with a bot. There are some people that don't like emails. There are, you're going to wind everyone up at some point, it doesn't matter how you get in touch with them. So, but most people are fine with it. But I would say put some personality into it, make it fun, make it a great user experience, use your language so that they know it comes from you. So you'll see the language in Tina's messages. It's written from her. It's got a personality in there. It's a personal message.
For sure, yeah. Yeah.
So it's impersonal if you make it really impersonal.
Correct. I agree 100%. And before I start my flows with the 5-day challenge and stuff, usually when you opt into my ManyChat, I have like a message popping up which says, "Hi, Tina 2.0 here." So I'm like giving you heads up front. Obviously, I'm not sitting behind my messenger 24/7. I respond immediately to everyone, right? So I say, "Hey, this is my chatbot," and I call it Harley Quinn or whatever, just something really funny. So, and I saw this somewhere else some time ago, and I thought that's really, really cool. And then I implemented that too. And it's like John says, you can't please them all, right? But people know this. Like normal people know that you're not available on chat 24/7, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you think that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. Okay, I take it back.
Out there in Facebook land, there are some strange people. So.
Yes, I agree. Königin Silva says, "How do you market the bot actually through Facebook ads?"
So Facebook ads, yeah. Do you mean there are a few ways of doing it through Facebook ads, and this kind of comes onto quite nicely onto the next bit with ways to get people into it. And I pretty much everything that I do with my clients is all about paid traffic. So we set it up. There's 3 ways. If you know your Facebook ads at campaign level, so when you first start off your ad, you can choose messages, and that specifically targets people who have Facebook Messenger installed. You can use traffic and select Messenger as where it's going to. So you could have, website or Messenger or something else, or an app, I think. So you choose Messenger, and that will bring people directly into Messenger. Or you can use conversions, and the conversion being into Messenger. So there's 3 different campaign objectives to bring it straight direct from Facebook ads direct into Messenger. And you will find that the cost per new messaging conversation will be more than, say, sending somebody to a landing page. So it will cost you more to get them into Messenger. It will cost you more than a lead ad, but done correctly, the intent is higher. So it will be a better quality of lead, and you will have a higher conversion rate sending people into Messenger. But it's something that you should 100% split test. And I do this all the time, even with my own stuff. So if I'm selling a course on Messenger for network marketers, I will test sending them to Messenger and to a landing page, because I'm not just going to presume that, well, I do Messenger, so just send them there. But yeah, sending people into Messenger, there's several ways of doing it from a Facebook ad.
Awesome. Königin Silva says, "Thank you." Amazing.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome. And shall we talk about some organic ways of getting people in there? Because not everybody wants to do Facebook ads, because that's throwing money away quite a lot of time, isn't it? So the way that I first got into, Messenger marketing was when I typed a comment on somebody's page post, and the page automatically messaged me. And when you go into ManyChat, there's something called growth tools, or they're called triggers now. And those are all the different ways that you can get people in. So it doesn't have to be Facebook ads. You can do that where if somebody comments on a page, any post on your page, your bot can automatically jump in and respond to them. And you can do that on certain words, certain comments, or every comment. They're actually just rolling something out right now. It's not available yet, but it will be in about a week or so, where if somebody likes the likes the post or comments on it, that you'll be able to respond to the comment on the page. So the page will automatically reply underneath their comment, and you could invite them to do something. So it's getting smarter.
Interesting.
Yeah. The other sort of things that you can do, the create links into specific things. So, if you've got a 5-day challenge going on and you've got 4 or 5 different things that you've got going on, you can create a specific link. So the people, let's say you've got a course and you've got a product, you could have a different link for each one. And if people, you can put that anywhere. You can put that on your personal page, in groups, on your business page, other people's groups, if you want. You can put it. You can put it on Twitter. You can stick it on Tinder. It doesn't matter where you put it. You can use that link anywhere you would use a link to bring people into your messenger funnel. There are widgets that you can add to your websites. If you've got a website, it's really easy to just add those buttons onto your websites. You can create QR codes direct there in ManyChat, so that if remember the days we were allowed out to go to events and this sort of thing, you could have on the back of a business card, you could have a QR code. So I remember the days when I used to go around to trade shows, and you'd get a load of business cards, and I'd stick them in my pocket, and then a month later I'd get that jacket out again, and there's a load of business cards in there, and I'd throw them in the bin because I don't remember who these people are. And they've done that with my business card. But if somebody's scanned that QR code there and then, you can just kind of have a chat to them. They are subscribed. They are subscribed to your system. Then you can go back to them. You can take that out of their hands. So then you can put that on business cards, T-shirts, flyers, pull-up banners, anywhere you like. So there's lots of different organic ways that you can get people directly into your bot system. And the beauty of it is that, your job is just to feed people into it and then let the system do the rest. So it allows you to truly scale what you're doing. You don't have to individually respond to everyone, because your bot allows you the time freedom to do this and run your challenge. Tina, if you had to individually message every single person who are doing your challenges, that would severely limit the amount of people that you could have on your challenges, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's really useful to be able to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, amazing. Do you want to touch on the future on chatbot marketing, like what Facebook is planning regarding WhatsApp and Insta?
Yeah, so you will have noticed over the last 12 months that the Facebook family of apps are Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram Direct. And you'll see now all of them say, so WhatsApp by Facebook, Instagram by Facebook. Now, just recently, you will have noticed that the color of the Messenger logo has changed.
Yes.
And that is because, if you're in the US, you will see this is live now, but it's just rolling out worldwide, that the Facebook Messenger and Instagram Direct platform become the same thing. They are merged, they're put together. So you can message people in Facebook Messenger from Instagram. It's all coming together. The same is going to happen with WhatsApp. So the whole thing is just going to be one giant platform, one mega platform. And Facebook's vision, so if anyone's ever dealt with the Chinese market, they have WeChat. And that's everything. That's, person to person, business to business, business to customer, emails, payments, everything. That's where Facebook's going with this. They've even, they've got their own blockchain coming into it, so borderless transactions. That's where it's going. And it's going there now. So you can see that Instagram's just coming into it. I'm starting the WhatsApp beta test probably next week, which will be live early into November and then probably available to everyone, I would guess, January. So that's not something that's happening, a couple of years in the future. This is what we think is going to happen. It's happening right now, that you're going to be able to access 3 different platforms.
Interesting. So how will this then work with ManyChat? And if then if I go into Facebook jail, is my WhatsApp then blocked and my Instagram? How does that work?
Well, we don't know yet. It shouldn't do. It shouldn't do. Hopefully, we can't get you banned on 3 different platforms, but it's something to aim for. They are different. They are, as to my understanding, they are different platforms at the moment. So you will have a business WhatsApp, you'll have your business Instagram, have your business Facebook. It shouldn't do. I mean, we've just got to stick by the rules. We've just got to understand Facebook rules, which they change all the time. But that's why this is all I do. It's my job to stay on top of all these rules and regulations and understand what Facebook's doing.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know yet. But I know WhatsApp rules are quite strict as well within that 24-hour window.
Okay. Interesting.
So I would say don't try and push it just because it's a different platform. If Facebook find that it's being abused, Facebook's a business, so they want you to pay for sending messages. And if everyone's trying to work around it and circumnavigate having to pay them, they're just going to make it stricter for everyone else. And that's why we've got the 24-hour rule.
That's why we need to implement a 24-hour button thingy, guys. Do you have any
rolling engagement?
Yeah. Mamma mia, so many things to think about every single day. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, people who are watching the replay, just drop your comments as well, and we will go back and look through the comments later and go back and answer any questions which may be unanswered. And yeah, thank you so much for coming today, John.
You're very welcome.
Amazing to have you here. And guys, everyone who was interested in signing up for the Course Creation Mastermind, John has created a short training how you can set up everything he's just talked about from the beginning, like properly, so you can avoid that problem of having all your subscribers sitting in ManyChat and not being able to send anything to them. So if you want to enroll, the time is now. Edward can drop the link in the comments below. That is your time. Bonuses are disappearing tonight. You've got time until 3 more hours to apply. And yeah, I hope to see some of you on the other side. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much, John, for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.